What's up guys, my name's Dean, or as most of you know me, Twisty. I'm going to be playing another, what do we get? Round 8, or round 6, round 7, round of something, of our AFL season mode. And today I'm actually going to be talking about the different final system that people have been talking about lately. And it's a 10-team final system. So, as soon as we get in, I'm going to talk about that one. Alright, so there's pretty much two methods of the fixturing and the finals that they've been sort of talking about over the last probably couple of years. And this one's only just come about recently, but I think it's probably a better idea than what they had last season, which was the three-tiered fixture. And so that was, you play everybody once, then at the end of that, you're in your division of 6, so then you'll play an extra 5 games, so it's still 22. So it'll be the top 6, then, and they are playing off for like the top 4 spots. So the top 6 teams play off for those final sort of positional changes in the finals. Then you've got the middle 6, which is 7 to 12, and they play off for those 7th and 8th spots for the finals. And then you've got the bottom 6, which play off for the number 1 picks, or like, you know, the top picks. And now there's this new system, which they were talking about, Mark Evans was talking about on the couch on Monday night, which was, let's do a 10-team finals system. Now, I was trying to think, how would this work? And so, he was saying that you have the top 6 teams make the finals, and then 7 through 10 play off for wildcard positions. And I'm assuming that in terms of fixturing and things, they would take place on the bye weekend, unlike the weekend before the final starts. So you would have essentially a 5-week final series. You would have the first week 2 teams get knocked out, the second week 2 teams get knocked out. So 2 teams get knocked out pretty much every week. Except for the grand final, of course. And I think this is a pretty interesting system. I don't know how well it will go. I definitely don't see any team ever winning the grand final from outside, the top 10 or from 10th position. I just don't think it's possible. But you never know with these things. Oh, damn, like a good start on me. And I really don't think that anyone's going to win the Premiership from 8th or 9th spot. But that being said, that's kind of a cool theory. Everyone pretty much gets a home final if you get the top 8. So then obviously 7th would play 10th, 8th would play 9th. The winners would then play 5th and 6th. And so it's an interesting concept. I think it could work. I guess the problem that you face is, are they all going to be competitively good finals matches? And I think that this season there's 8 really, really strong teams, and they're all the teams that are currently in the top 8 right now. And then there's sort of 10 teams that are, thereabouts, but they're very inconsistent, and they wouldn't be very likely to, put up a good finals series. That's my only thinking behind that. I guess because it says 18 teams, there's now 2 more teams missing out on the finals than before. So if you put those into the finals, then it makes it a little bit more interesting. But yeah, the only thing that I would have a problem with is if it's like a lack of competitiveness in those finals, I guess. But if you make that top 8, if you make that top 8, you definitely want to be as competitive as you can. And then if you're in that top 10 zone, I guess it would make for maybe a more interesting round, like 15, or like round 20, 22, 23. Because over the last few years, we've seen about 12 teams generally is who can make the 8. There's about 12 teams that put their hand up to say, right, we're ready to play finals. And so it's always fairly close at the end to see who misses out. But yeah, if there's then 10 teams rather than 3 or 4 teams trying to fight for one spot, if there's maybe 12 or 13 teams that can make the finals and they're all pushing for those final couple of spots, it might make it for a little bit more of an interesting end to the season. So that's where I think it could work. I think it's, you know, a good thing. It allows more teams to play finals rather than, you know, if one year a bunch of teams come from outside the finals one year to play finals the next year, they might not be as experienced, they might not be as ready to play finals as they might think. But at least this way they get a little bit of finals exposure, maybe a little bit earlier than they may anticipate. Anyway, I'm not too sure. Like maybe you see a team like St Kilda or something could get into that top 10 this year, and that would be a really cool story to see them play. You know, maybe only 1 week of finals, but the way they've been going, like, you know, you'd rather more reward in saying like you get 1 week of finals compared to saying, oh yeah, well we looked better, kind of thing, because at some stage the improvement has to come from wins rather than from just general improvement around the ground. So I think that's where it could help out teams a little bit better, and, you know, make for a much more interesting end to the season. I think it'd be pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the matter. What do you guys think? Let me know. How do you think a 10 teams final system would go? I think I'll put up some graphics on the screen or something just to explain how it's going to work for those of you who couldn't quite follow what I was trying to say. But yeah, I think it'll be cool. I'm not sure when they would implement it. It would be next season at the earliest. But you'd probably think it'd be like two years away or 2 seasons away, something like that. I mean, you won't see anyone winning from 9th, right? Like 9th or 10th. I mean, Adelaide won from 5th in 1990 something, but they had a double chance. You see, so final system has changed since then. We've had this current final system since 2000, and that was brought in when they did bring in the new teams. So maybe we've got more teams, bring in a new system. Let me know. Okay, let's play some game. Let's get serious for a moment. Oh, Big Ivan. Oh, Big Ivan. Big Ivan. No, that's a smart kick. Let's look at the space I got out of here. Oh, gets onto it, Jack. Reroll the back. Nailed it. Oh, he's Ben Lim. He's going to run too far, isn't he? Oh. The Akka. The Akka Manis. Beautiful tap. That was one of the best plays I think I've done in a while. Beautiful tap, and the clearance was just perfectly across goal. The pass was just... I think I'll definitely have to do an AFL Live 3 video on Sunday this week. Alright everyone, there you go. I'll do a AFL Live What I Want video every week on a Sunday to try and work out when and where things are going to happen and destroy your expectations of what you want to see. Oh dear. How good would the Giants be if they had Lance Franklin on their team? Like, they would have won the flag this year, like, already. Like, I don't think anyone would be able to stop them from winning the flag. Like, if you look at that forward line, it would be Cameron, Franklin, Patton. McCarthy's probably never going to play again. Like, Smith, Palmer, Lobb. Like, it's an insane forward line. Insane. They would just kill every team. Oh, like they're doing to me right now. Okay, well, they're actually getting back in this, which I don't want. 5 straight plays 8-3. So I'm only up by 21 points, and they could easily come back. Oh, here we go. Out, up the top. Yep, Vickery saw it. He spotted it. Menadue to Miles on his left. Beautiful. If a team from 10th, like, got its... well, imagine if a team from 10th got itself, like, 2 or 3 weeks into the finals. Like, so you finish 10th, and suddenly you're playing in a prelim final against, I don't know, first place or whatever who lost the first or won the first week. Like, that would be so insane to have, say. So if we did it like right now, it would be North Melbourne versus, I think, Melbourne or the Gold Coast are in 10th spot right now. So like, and that game's your prelim final. It could either be a huge blowout, or you just see this miracle team from 10th like come in and almost and maybe beat a team like that. Like Port Adelaide almost did it a couple of years ago. Like, no team's ever gone from outside the top 4 to make the grand final, but Port Adelaide got within a kick. They got within a goal when they played Hawthorn a couple of seasons ago, and that was a ripping game of football. It was one of my favourite. It was a super awesome prelim final. Like, some of the prelim finals are better than the grand. A lot of the prelim finals are better than the grand finals, apart from maybe 05 and 06. Like, those grand finals were so good. I didn't think that was 15, but I'll take it anyway. Like the, you know, Collingwood Hawthorn prelim in 2010, I think was better than the. But 2011 was better than the Geelong Collingwood grand final. The Adelaide Hawthorn prelim in 2012 or 2013, that was bloody good. Or maybe 2012. I think it might have been 2012 actually. Like, that was such a good final. Yeah. Vickery on the left. But like, it's insane. Insane how good some of the prelims are, and then the grand finals are just like shitty blowouts. Like, even the Fremantle Hawthorn grand final, it was only like 15 points or something in 2013. But, you know, Fremantle just looked sloppy. Like, they never looked like they were in that match. The clock stopped. Why is the clock stopped? And this will be the ball game, so Bud will have a shot on the final siren. But let me know what you guys think. Like, what do you think would be, I don't know, do you think a 10 team final series would be better, or do you think the 3-3, the 6-6-6 fixture would be better? Let me know in the comments below. Leave a big thumbs up if you did enjoy today's video, and until next time, I will see you guys later.